Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Hillbilly, and today I want to do an unboxing of a new stereo I got for my Tahoe here. I got a Kenwood KMM BT525HD. It's got Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and it's XM ready. And this model here, you use your phone for the remote. It's Bluetooth and everything. It's a really nice radio. It doesn't have a CD player, which I don't know how many people actually listen to CDs anymore anyway. Most people stream, whatever you call it. So I'm going to unbox this thing, and then I'm going to install it in the Tahoe. So let me get set up and I'll show you what this radio looks like. Okay, so here's the radio. Go ahead and get it unboxed. It comes with your pigtail for the radio. It comes with the the radio detacher. I'll show you how that works here in a minute. Get this thing out of here. It comes with your warranty card, and it comes with an instruction manual, English, French, and Spanish languages. And this bezel pops off here, and this one even has a detachable face. And then it's got the mounting bracket, and this one even comes with the microphone, because it's Bluetooth. It'll connect to your phone. So it's got the mic port here. Plug your mic in there, and then you run this, wherever you want it. And this way, somebody calls you, there's a phone button on here. You can, talk to people. All hands free, so you don't even have to touch your phone. You can answer your phone off of this radio. It has a USB up front, and it also has the 3.5 millimeter jack for a plug-in, and then it also comes with an extra USB that's run right through the radio on the back. For these, they slip in the side here for when this is mounted. And what that does is, when this is fully inserted, how that doesn't move, these slip in here, and it lifts that tab up. You put that on both sides, and then the radio slides right out of your dash. Most new radios come with these keys. A lot of people don't know what they're for, but that's what they're for. It also comes with screws. So if you need to mount this to a different bracket, it's got screw holes. You can do that also. But like I said, this radio does not have a CD player, and it's XM ready. And if you want to run XM off this radio, you have to buy the extra, they call it a SXV 300 V1 tuner, and it plugs in to the back of the radio right here, and then that tuner, you plug in your satellite antenna into the back of that, and then of course you have to call Sirius XM and get a subscription to that, so it's not free. So that is the unboxing portion of this radio. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up, and I'm going to pull out that radio right there, this JVC. I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to install this Kenwood, and I'll have to hook up the wires and everything, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So let me get set up, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, now the first thing you want to do before you ever get started working on any kind of electronics or stereos, electrical work, anything on a vehicle, the first thing you want to do is open your hood, and you want to disconnect your battery. And most people just disconnect the negative side. You can disconnect both if you want, you know, but just at least disconnect one of them. So I'm going to disconnect that real quick, and then we'll get started. Okay, so now you put the key in, and you have to put it all the way down as far as it'll go, and then you tilt your steering wheel down, because you have to take this dash bezel off. I have an extra switch here that I have to take off, so I pop that loose. I grab my screwdriver and get right behind this, and it pops right off. There's two clips, one here for the back wipers. There's that one, and then there's another one for the rear latch. So this one pops out here, and this one is right here. Kind of tuck those back in there, and then on the top, pull back. You might have to open your extra cup holder, and you just kind of start popping. Now there's one more that I have to do, and I'll show you here in a second what it is, but it's your headlight switch. And then your whole dash bezel comes out, and this is your headlight switch right here. You just take your screwdriver, push it in, and pop it out, and it just pops out. So now you can put it back in gear, tilt your wheel up if you want, and then there's two clips, one here, one here. You push down if you already have an aftermarket unit in, and you just pull this out. This is my antenna wire. This is my amp, pre-outs, whatever you call them. And this here is for the stereo. Here's the old stereo. So now that that's out, I'll go ahead and get my keys. You can see this one here takes keys too to get these out. And I'll slide that out, and I'm going to see if I can use this piece here. I don't know if it'll work. If I can, I may just be able to slide the new radio inside this old one. Some of them work like that, but some of them don't. So your next thing you have to do is, in this rat's nest of wiring, you have to find your plug, find the clip. I think it's that. And you have to pull these apart. because you want this out of there. Okay, you push down and it pulls out. And that's your harness. And then I'll take and I'll cut all this stuff loose. And I'll put back in what needs to go where. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay guys, we're back. I got the wiring done. And if you noticed before, everything was electrical taped on. I didn't do that. I bought this thing like that, and when I do it, I actually use butt connectors, and the ones I use are the heat shrink ones. I really like these. That way no moisture, no nothing gets in there, and you know your connection is secure. And it actually makes it look a lot better than having a bunch of loose electrical tape in there. And one thing else I did, if you guys remember, there was a microphone for your hands-free. I don't know if you can see that up there. Let me see if I can get some better light on the subject right here. This is the microphone for the hands-free. I went ahead and ran it over through the pillar, down and underneath. And up and under and up through here. So that's ran. And I couldn't use the old bracket that was in here. It was an inch too long. So I went ahead and took it out and I put the new bracket in, which it's simple. You just push these tabs down on the old ones, slide this in, put the new one, you know, tabs up. And it's not going anywhere. Now, the only other thing that I need to do is this thing has the external USB port that comes off the back of the radio. Now, I have to figure out how to run that out the back, or maybe somehow run it underneath. I don't know. But I do know the stereo is in. It's plugged in. Let's take the antenna. Plug the antenna in. Let's take the microphone for the hands-free. Plug it in. And last but not least, oh, well, heck, I forgot I have RCs to plug in yet. Okay, the RCs are plugged in. Now I can come over here, and there, that's plugged in. Now the fun part is trying to get everything shoved back in the dash and get it to look nice. There. Okay. There's that. There's that. That. Okay. There's all that. That looks pretty nice. That actually fits in there better because of all that wiring that's back there. I used to have a problem if I ever needed to pull it out or fix anything back there. All that wiring would get tangled back there, and I'd have a hard time getting that other deck pushed in. But this one here is done. Like I said, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm hoping that I'll have enough room in between the little space right here that I can just leave it like this out the front. So let me go hook the battery back up, and we'll test this thing and see what it sounds like. Okay guys, we got her back in. It works great. I went ahead and tried it. I can get it to come back on now. I'm sitting inside my shop, so I don't get very good reception in here. So, but yeah, this is a nice radio. Got it back in and sounds good. But that's how you install one of these. I got all the wires shoved in there and everything's hooked up. It fits in there just great. Now you just have to kind of reverse the steps. You have to tilt your wheel all the way down, put it in the lowest gear, and then when you put these back up here, you got to make sure you get stuff lined up too. And this will have to come up here. I'm hoping I can leave it there. But I'll come back over here and I'll plug in my park lights, my headlights, and then see, I gotta get this wire here, up here where it goes. Get this one up here. Like I said, I don't know if I can leave this here. I may have to run it somewhere else. But for now, but yeah, you just make sure that's all popped in. Like that. And then we'll turn that off so it'll quit buzzing and beeping at us. And then you pull these back down and you plug them back in. And then this one, so there, everything is hooked back up. Like I said, I don't know if I can leave that there. I'm hoping I can. We'll take this, run it back up here, run that in there. It's nice having that cubby there. Stuff in it. And yeah, now the only thing I got to do now is just go back underneath the dash here and zip tie up that wire for that microphone, and yeah, we should be good to go. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video today. If you want, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If I could have done something different, let me know. If I did something wrong, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell icon down there so that way you're notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, see ya.